Okay, I said I would make more videos for helping local businesses grow their social medias and obviously help them get more customers. Because at the end of the day, that's pretty much why we're on this platform in the first place. So I'm going to share with you some things that I would tell you to do if I was coaching you as one of my clients. If you had hired me to give you some content ideas for your brand or business. And so this is generic advice. Eventually, I'll release some videos for specific things like I own a gym, what should I do? Or a restaurant, what should I do? Because yeah, the landscape of social media changes pretty quickly. And so if you're not on it like I am, you'll miss the boat. And so the first thing I'll say, I just made some notes here because I wanted to make this as authentic as possible. It's not scripted, a couple talking points, and I'm going to touch on these to help obviously you guys out. Firstly, I would post some form of short form content daily, just one a day. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. I don't need you to do like a crazy edit. I just need you to post something, okay? And the reason is this. When I first moved I'm in Sudbury, Ontario, my messenger media business was all Toronto-based, okay? I didn't know anybody in Sudbury, okay? But here's one thing I did do. I made sure everybody knew of me, right? And how I did that was just post something daily and engage with people online. It's the second thing I would do. Maybe leave a comment on some of your current friends' businesses. What I like to do is it's kind of savage. I'll go to like my competitors and see who's engaging with their stuff and maybe go engage with that person because they're interested in the same type of product. You know what I'm saying? So like if I was a gym, maybe I'd go to another gym's social media account. I would kind of see what do they do, maybe get some inspiration. I wouldn't steal obviously their content or their ideas, but just get me thinking like, oh wow, that's kind of cool. I should do something similar. And then try to go out that way to find a way of creating some content. Okay, if you don't have an idea. That's what I would say. You know, people out there have got great ideas. Take one of them, add your spin to it, execute, and then fire the gun. Okay, so that's the first thing I would say, some form of short form content. Other thing I would do some BTS, which is behind the scenes content. That is very popular these days. A lot of people want to know what goes on behind the scenes, okay? It's huge. So if you were a barber or something like that, you could put on some Oakley glasses, show yourself cutting hair. At a gym, you could show yourself with a client. Maybe it's you cleaning the gym. Again, it doesn't really matter what the business is, but there's always things going on, and people like to be, entertained by that. They like to know how things are done. Okay, a restaurant, show the process, beginning and end of making one of the top selling meals of the day. Okay, so yeah, and the last thing I'll say is really you want to showcase the experience, not the product. Okay, especially nowadays. Like I can get products anywhere. And what I mean, like phone, cool. Like I have an iPhone. But why do I have an iPhone? Do you guys know why? Why do I have everything Apple? Okay. It's the experience they give me when I go to the store or when I purchase the product. Okay. And there's a culture behind it. There's a feeling I get when you open a box, right? Obviously we both know, all of us know that, this is just a phone, but it's how they sell it is what gets the attention, right? Their marketing behind it, what they do to showcase their products, right? They have like a full experience, like a show. They even have a launch, right? And so I know that's a big brand. You may have like a small business. Like, how does it apply to me? You could do the same type of stuff for your business too. Like, how can you go about making yourself unique and sharing the experience of your product, right? And so as an example, I'll use the gym, like that showcasing a testimonial, that showcasing the culture of the gym. What's it like at 5 o'clock on a Monday night? Showing stuff like that so people are like, wow, that's kind of the experience I'll get from there. If you have a restaurant, or I've worked with, a couple of delis in this town, they show like the customer experience, customers walking into your store, like what are they going to see? What's around? Right? You show all of that. They'd be like, wow, I didn't know this all existed. Right? I just shop for a local convenience store. They sell everything in there. I didn't know that. I knew they had a store, but I didn't know what they sold. So by showing that now, I'm like, oh my God, they have that now. I'll probably go there because I'm aware of that, right? But they showed the experience of that environment. And so doing something like that, doing something behind the scenes, doing one post a day are small things you can do. You don't have an expensive camera. It's fine. Your phone these days can do it. Like I have friends of mine that have millions of followers, making millions of dollars, and they just use their phone. Then you say, well, Chris, why do you have, expensive camera here and, an action camera, all this extra gear? Well, I like do this for real, like a business. Okay. So I'm doing this for paid clients. Obviously I have to have the best quality for them. And since I do that, I also have the ability to use it for myself. But for you guys to go and drop $20,000 on all this stuff that I have is crazy, okay? Unless you're full-time and this is like what you want to do. But for a business, small business, you don't need to do that. I may make a video about this at a later date to tell you guys what cameras and stuff to buy. But for the most part, you can pretty much just get started with your phone. And so I hope this video helps. Those are some 3 things I would share off the bat. I'll be coming back with some more in the next couple of weeks. I've got a bunch of notes here of things that I'll share. If you have anything you want to know, send me a little DM or leave a comment below this video, and maybe I'll share something specifically for your business, do like an audit on your account for social media, or talk directly to you and provide some value for yourself. So other than that, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.